Oh yeah guys, oh look at that. Oh, that is all saved seed baby bear, and I just poured it in a tray and threw everything on it. Dwarf sunflowers. More pumpkins. These are going down the allotment for people. There's nothing coming through on them, nothing coming through there. They look like they're starting to move. Climbing beans. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing in the back. So I'm having a good time, but I'm going to put some of these on. What are we doing? Courgettes actually could be potted on. Would be better too. Right, well, we've got some pots. Yes, we've got some pots down here. We've got some square ones. I'll get some compost out. What I've got, guys, I've got a load of Amanda tomatoes which I had left. I put in here. I'm now going to put them all into these smaller ones. Most of the stuff now is I'm going to start to take down to the allotment, and because the polytunnel is getting extremely hot and all, so they should be okay. Right, I duck them down a little bit. I'm hoping that'll give them a boost of fresh compost and all, because you know, certain compost don't last long. Somebody asked me, I was in Asda actually, if I knew where I could get peat bottom compost, because this new compost without peat in it, I'm afraid, is not good. Not 100% anyhow, and a lot of the other stuff is crap. I've got my wife for sitting in the sun for a change, enjoying the sun. First thing she do when she get home, she say, well, I've got to go and do this and I've got to go and do that. And I tell her to sit down. So it's another day. Need to have a rest. Especially while the weather's like this. They say it's going to possibly rain on the coast here tomorrow. Lots and lots of new people at the allotment today. Because some of the young ones have got some really good ideas, you know, which I like to see, because you've got to be yourself. You can't be the same as everybody else. Dogs are on the moment. I know the pots are slowly big born, but they're alright. Once I get in the polytunnel into the shelving down there, they'll kick along quickly. Just going to a little bit severe size now. See, my man, there's a lovely tomato. It's a big one. And this is what my wife will use for soup. Need a tray, guys, need a tray. What we got? That in. I thought I was having a disaster with well, I am actually having a disaster with climbing beans. I got climbing French beans. They're not come through at all. They're not germinated at all, and it's not a good thing for me anyhow, because we love them. Right, stick that there, and that there. Stick this here. Yeah, so having a little bit of a struggle, but we'll get by. I'll work in the end. The dog's wondering what I'm talking about. She's just come here to say, what are you doing? We went to a garden centre yesterday, got tons of tomatoes way ahead of mine. Tony's tomatoes are twice the size of mine. So this is why I've started. I feel better. I'll get cracking. we have a fish and chip shop down the high street. It's called Mr. Chips, but I call him Mr. Wu. Lovely guy. As you can gather, he's probably Chinese or Vietnam, something like that. And we ordered. I made a mistake again. Ordered a large fish, and I tell you what, that was the largest fish I've seen. We couldn't put the chips on the plate. It was absolutely enormous, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I know where they come from. Obviously, shit, he has to probably buy from China if he's Chinese. It doesn't bother me, because you have to think we all moan about Chinese stuff, this, that, and the other. But there's all them people over there need to survive, need to make a living, being brought out of the doldrums, you know. Right, there's them. Right, I've got some beefsteaks. I'm going to put them on into. I've got some little one outside going mad. Parents are giving them telling off. Yeah, I'm going to put them on because I just don't think. I think they need fresh compost. Let's get some small pots. How many have I got? I've got 5. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on into this. I know it's small, but they will then be in fresh compost, which is going to have a bit of oomph in it. So hopefully that will push them on a bit. But a lot of these now are going to end up down here a little bit. Well, lovely good root on a blooming egg. And now I think what I'll do is can we get them in? Beefsteak. My friend's off away on holiday. Monday he's off to Lincolnshire, where we go. Last blooming weekend he said he didn't want to go. I don't know. I do like Lincolnshire. My wife love it. I think if we were younger we'd probably live there. Stick them in. Why about the roots? Because the tomatoes root out from the side. We've got lovely birds around here. Really have. I don't know whether we're going to get a robin. We had a robin's nest in the back garden last year, and that was a shock to the system when the babies come out. They were going everywhere. They were in my greenhouse everywhere. And actually I'm pulling these out and you can see where the tomato plant is rooting out from the side, the stem. So that one could have gone in a bit further, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Look at the root. Now these beefsteaks, these boys are mainly for my salad and also tomato soup. I think I could have got away with it today if I'd have left the old girl sitting down the bottom of the plot in the sun, because she was loving it, staying down there all afternoon nearly. See what I mean? It's starting to root out the side. So if you're new to doing tomatoes, dip them in. Most plants will come out through the side, to be quite honest. I dip everything in. There we go. Beefsteaks. They're done. I'll get a water one. Right, mix this in with good compost I do. God, I've got lots of things to put on. I've got lots of peppers, lots of chilies. Cucumbers, I've got to remember, must not over water cucumbers. Right, now these, they're not liking it in there neither. So this is going to have refreshed compost. I'll just get some more compost and I will. I've got 9. I've got 9 square ones. I'll go in 9. Alright, we're now putting the mamanders. I don't know. I don't think so. You can see they're coming out the sides. They've been dipped in again. I'm putting them in a bigger pot because these are going down the allotment, and they'll be for there. I have got some cherries out the front, black cherries, which we're going to keep mainly for here and any money makers. So there'll be a salad tomato and a cherry tomato, which we use. We love cherry tomatoes in our salads. And last year I done some black ones and they were absolutely gorgeous. You can see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing. It's poking it out, dropping it down, clearing off some of the stuff, putting it in, dropping it in. But I will say this, guys, I've been weeding down the allotment and that desperately needs some water. We need some rain. I prefer these. I do like these square pots, but they're very flimsy. I don't know why, but they really are flimsy. They don't last long. See, you can see that one's been in quite a way. These have only been potted on like this because I'm trying to change the compost on them to give them some better feed. I've got so many pumpkins that I'll be handing them out to everybody down on the allotment, especially the new ones. They all said they want some of my pumpkins, so that'll be good for them. I'm hoping I'm not boring you too much. I don't know whether you all see that ship which collided, I think, into another one over Norway and sent loads of fertiliser and all this sort of stuff. Well, we've got it in our harbour. They'll take anything here. We had a fertiliser ship off the coast and that dumped tons and tons of fertiliser in bags off the ship because it was ready to blow up. We'd do anything here for money. The port authorities are absolutely dreadful. We used to have a beautiful beach up the harbour's mouth, but then they built an outer harbour and that's it, when nobody's allowed up there. And the outer harbours never hardly got anything in it. It's so funny what they do in this area. You know, we've had our marketplace rejuvenated, they call it. We used to have a fantastic Monday and Saturday marketplace where the whole market was packed with stalls and this, that and the other. We should have some fantastic chip stalls in it, and then they rejuvenated it. And now the marketplace is dreadful, and they're going to do it again. My wife's outside sitting in the sun, and she said they've made it look like cattle sheds. It's absolutely, you've never seen nothing like it in your life, guys. I tell you, you really haven't. It's so bad what they've done, and it's not the councillors, because the councillors just are told what to do. It's the people in charge now, and see, because you don't have a say with them, the higher ups who get 150 grand a year for just don't do nothing. I'll tell you something, my wife, she used to do search, that's called, where they search for any problems with your land when you're going to buy and all this lot. I said, and the solicitors at Christmas time used to take her bottles of wine, give her a bottle of wine as a thank you and all this lot. Then she was told that she wasn't allowed to take them, but the mayor could have them. You can imagine how that went down. You know, right, we'll pause that. Stupid things I'm talking about. Hi guys, as you can see I've got aubergines in here and they're not really doing too well. So I'm going to, I've still got the seeds, some of them nipped on the top, look. I'm going to pop them in to some fresh compost. What have I got? 12. I've got a tray. 12 tray somewhere. Yeah, so we'll pop them on into there. Alright guys, I'm potting on aubergines and I'm potting them on into these bigger trays. I'm putting them all into a smallish pot. My wife is running on about something. She's lost her slippers. Right. I had very good success with aubergines last year and we had a lot. My little wife loved them. I'm not a fan. Because I find when you cook them, they go, when you fry them or whatever, they go to mush. So, as I say, I'm not a fan. But we will see if I can produce some. I'm going to try and produce them in a polyton this time. I think I must have had, I had in the greenhouse last year, I must have had about six to 10 plants, and I tell you what, they did produce well. They really did. So I'm going to concentrate on a lot of peppers and all, because what we're doing now, we are freezing peppers. We freeze them and keep them, and then we use them. We use them up at bologneses, chilies. She do a sausage casserole and she stick loads of frozen peppers in. And to be quite honest, that dwarf does the job. You know, you're never going to have it on a salad. But oh, I hope I'm not making this blooming video too long. I'm a bit fed up with making them long, and then I have to either do 2 parts. Stupid days. We just give our friend's daughter, because they're going away on holiday, an Easter egg, and we found a card and it had a picture of a dog on it, the spitting image of our Poppy, and so we always give her a little bit to go on holiday with, and we've been told that we're naughty, but she's thanked us. But it's nice to make people happy, you know. There's too many miserable people in the world. I've had my share of it down, especially down the Allotment. What's going on down there, God's sake. And I tell you what, the change in the place is absolutely brilliant. But a lot of people still remember the old times when old Ron and that lot were there. God's sake, I tell you, when I first joined up there, that was in the blooming, you used to get a bell, ring a bell and that, and off you go. And I go in there, step in this shed, and there's about 10. Well, we've been doing that, but at the moment today we were lucky because there was nobody hardly down there. There's a lot of people have been enjoying the sunshine. So there's only 3 of us, which was quite nice. To be quite honest, there's nothing against the others. It's just that we managed, when you've only got a few people, I managed to get on with things quicker, more. I'm going to stop that. One thing I've been bloody forgetting, you mustn't overwater cucumbers. They don't like sitting in water. I think I'll do a dozen. And what I'll do is I'll do a spare pot with the odd ones. We've got, if we need, I've got moneymaker cucumbers have got to go be done. They go out. Nigel's there, peppers. I've got some beefsteak. I've only got 3. I'm a little bit unhappy about that. I'm going to pop them on. Yeah, I've only got 3 beefsteak. I'll stop that. Alright guys. Right, well these are my 3 big boys. But I've got a spare corner. And I haven't done no gardener's delights. Now I think everybody must grow gardener's delights. So what I'm going to do, if I can get them, my hands are blowing filthy. Oh, come on. I grow loads of tomatoes and I give a lot away. She's lost the place. That's because I got her to help give me a hand for a minute. She's forgot what she's doing. Right. Gardener's delights, and these are 18. All in. They're all going in. I'll spread them about in a minute. You are? Mr. Urgent? ½ inch. Half inch. Here, do you want this? If you're going to put... Oh no, there's a dibber here. You dib it, drop it in if you want. My wife's putting a load in this urgency. See, there's a heck of a lot here, but because there's so many new people at the allotment and they're a little bit behind. Here. All you do, yeah, all you do, I'll tell you what, if you want, do them the depth of the dibber.
Yeah, and later on I'll get a couple of the ends.
Well, one of them pots.
I don't know, it's got a crack, but I think it's okay.
That one's cracked.
Well, no, but I think it's still holding.
One of them pots there is going onto this corner because the barbecue stand there, the table and chairs go in the middle, and your swinging chairs will go next to it. Look, right. I put some stuff on there, look, and I can't remember whether it was that other one I had, but that come up clean.
Yeah, so what is that then?
I don't know which one it was. It wasn't the one I've got here. Yeah. This one is supposed to be good, but it wasn't that. So I can't figure out whether I think it might have been this.
Patio and driveway cleaner, Swarfiga.
Yeah, I might try that on one of these in a little while.
Was for oil. No.
Yeah, Swarfiga was a hand cleaner.
Yeah, I know. Just saying, clean oil out of this skin.
I'm not going to get involved. You're doing your dipping. I've just done this. Right, sorry about that. I'll start you and might have to remove this. I had a spare corner here, so what I've done is I had a packet from the 30th of the 10th, 18 Gardener's Delights, and I'll put the whole lot in there. As I was trying to say, that because we now have so many nice young people, friends and all sorts down there, because they all blooming come to the plot. I had several of them come today over, and they're a little bit late in the season, so I can get some ahead of them. I will be able to help them out, won't I? You know, you've got to help all new people out. I just need to put something in that corner, but the compost is wet, so I'm not going to worry too much. I've just now filled my van up. I've got no room. But I can put that in like that. Alright guys? Alright, that last clip I might have to edit because I've been blooming talking to the wife about our patio. Got some blooming spots on it. Couldn't remember the cleaner. Right. Alright, as you can see, these are black cherries. And they're not liking it at all in them. So I'm going to pop these all on in fresh compost. And to be quite honest guys, the thing of it is down our allotment, I dare say, and most of the same, is that That's like Tony will have loads of different tomatoes and stuff, and he'll usually leave me some. Nigel will take some. Everybody seems to want to share, and if anybody's behind and ain't got none, we'll supply them. It's like if anybody new come down the allotment, we'll get them supplied up as much as we can. It's like the one I done the other day. I give her a load of spare potatoes I had, so she's put them in the ground. Which has got to start off. She might harvest something at the end of the season. Black cherries. These are probably the same as a black Russian. You don't see many of them, do you? It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. You've got to have a laugh in this world. I tell you, they stopped us laughing now. I used to love Alf Garnett. A lot of people won't know who he is, but goodness sake. Nowadays, the poor guy, he made everybody laugh so much. He wouldn't be able to now. Like a lot of our comedians are back then.
I'll walk them now.
Right guys, and the final session to today is these teddy bear dwarf sunflowers. I've got about 300 of them. So what I'll do is I'm going to pop these ones on into this tray. I'll do another tray like them. And so they're easy enough, look. Little, get them in. And I will offer anybody, I'll probably put them on the bottom end of the plot free. I did last year lots of things. We were giving away mowers, because you all know if you leave a courgette it turns into a mower. Right, we're getting there. Look at these. Them apps have gone mad, they've loved it. Germinating in here. Lots of people like flowers, see. I mustn't do too much waffling, right, I'll stop that. Rightio guys, that's me teddy bears, dwarf sunflowers. I've done a tray out there. Look at it. I don't know how many's there. This is the life, isn't it? This is the life. I've done them, popped them on. Here come the hand. She's seeing what's going on. These are all just had a sprinkling. Potted on these black cherries. Beefsteak at the back there. Potted on them. Put some gardener's delights in. Aubergines have been potted on. Them lot later on in what's names. But you've got to remember not to overwater. Cucumbers don't like it. They're Nigels. They're my chilies. So that is it for now. The van is full. So I'll say that's been lovely. We've had a day of gardening today. Totally garden. Stay safe, everybody. Don't watch that news. Watch me instead. Watch all the YouTubers on the allotments. Bye for now. Don't forget, subscribe.